as the Executive Director and founder of the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. We're on a mission of ending fatherless generations by preparing males for empowerment, entrepreneurship, enrollment, enlistment, and employment. Under our empowerment series, we have launched this awesome broadcast called Teaching Boys and Raising Sons. So today, you're going to get an opportunity to hear the teaching side of Teaching Boys and Raising Sons. So we have invited a number of special guests that will walk us through this journey of what does teaching boys look like in the classroom, or what is manhood? What does that mean, and how is that defined? And so you will have the opportunity to hear from numerous males who are walking in this thing called manhood. So we are so excited to have you on our journey today of, again, teaching boys and raising sons. And we look forward to getting started. Let's go. Shamika Smith, and I serve as the Executive Director and founder of the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. And I am super excited to introduce our guest on today. Welcome, Mr. Rivers.
Thank you, Shamika. I just want to say big hats off to the Brotherhood of Academy for allowing me to speak today. My name is Travis Rivers. I live in Hampton, Virginia, originally from New York, from Bronx, New York. I'm in the military. I've been in the military for 23 years. I'm currently a Chief Warrant Officer, the Aviation Readiness Officer for the East Coast station here out of Norfolk. And I'm just happy to be here. I'm married, have 2 children, a son, Travis, 15, and a daughter, Troy, 12. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So I've asked, we're going to have just a series of questions from Mr. Rivers to kind of answer for us. So the first question we're going to ask is, how do you define manhood? How do you define manhood?
My definition of manhood, that's an excellent question. I think it's just a process of growing, learning into who you desire to be or become. It's not necessarily a boy turning into a man. It's just your process of growing, learning, and whatever goal you have to that you want to achieve to become as far as yourself, your character, who you are.
I love that. So it's an individualized process, ultimately, having individuals achieve their ultimate goals.
Right.
I love
Absolutely.
that. So now, of course, the follow-up question to that is what kind of characteristics are defined in terms of being a man? When you think about being a man, what kind of characteristics are involved in that?
Characteristics, I would start with being God-fearing first. I think that guides and shapes us into like who we want to be and what we model after. Number 2, I would say you would have to be trustworthy. Honest would be number 3. I think you have to be committed to learning and understanding the process of what it become or what it would take to become a man. And finally, I would say you have to be committed. You got to be committed to the journey. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. I love that. Make sure I got God-fearing, trustworthy, honest, and committed.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
love that. So when you're thinking about like coaching guys or coaching males, particularly because our target audience is kind of middle school students, and
Okay.
so particularly middle school boys. So when you're thinking about coaching, we're just kind of look at a couple of areas. So how would you coach them in the area of mental health?
Um, Honesty. I would start with honesty. You have to create an environment first to allow them to become comfortable to talk to you one and allow them to understand that you too have gone through things and it's okay to talk about it. So in that area, I would say it's okay to ask for help. I think in our community, in African American community, we are told you have to be tough. You can't talk about certain things. You got to deal with, suck it up. Um, and I think nowadays we have found that our boys specifically are in need of someone to talk to because they are going through things. A lot of the struggles that we face, and I even talk to my own son about, and I'm realizing I'm growing also as a dad, is that I can't use the tactics that my father taught me. Those ways were probably valuable then, but I can't use those in today's society. It's just different. So I have to really listen. I think listening is a number one thing I would say when dealing with young boys in the area of mental health, and you have to listen to them, and that's a skill that we have to learn as Black men. We gotta listen to our boys.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think, and I like how you touched on sometimes it's difficult for males to actually talk and communicate and really admit there's an issue or a problem that's happening. I think when we've seen our global pandemic and a lot of mental health issues have also arisen as a result of that, is really creating safe spaces for our male to be able to talk with us.
Right.
Now,
Right.
what about the area of
Absolutely.
emotional
Safe space.
development? What about
Um,
emotional development?
it all ties in together, but I would say this: it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. You know, you don't always have to be tough. It's okay to say I'm sad. It's okay to say I'm scared. Um, and I think that as a boy, we're kind of told that you have to be all of those things, all the time. But we all go through things, and we are human. We have feelings. And it's not just because you're a boy or you're a girl or you're a man, whatever. We have feelings, so we have to express to our young boys that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to be honest with yourself and say, hey, I'm scared, and we have to support that. We have to support that. We got to give them a safe space to be able to talk freely, and that's, yeah.
Absolutely. I think, and it goes back to that creating those environments where they can actually express themselves and they're not judged or not criticized.
Right.
Right. They're not made to feel like I'm not a man because I shed a tear. Does that make sense?
Right. 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 I
What
cry. It's okay.
exactly. It's all right. Let's release the
It's all right.
emotion. It's okay.
Yeah.
So what about the area of physical development as well? We know that our males, particularly at the middle school level, can be very fidgety, and sometimes teachers have an issue with that. But how do you develop them in the area of physical development?
In regards to like working out or being like physically active.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm in the military, so I would say that's number one priority that get me through a lot of tough situations. When things become hard, I kind of take it out on the gym. But it allowed me to channel my energy somewhere else or my anger somewhere else. And overall, it's better for me also because it's promoting good health and fitness, So my overall health is going to allow me to deal with life challenges, as they come. So I would definitely say that you have to incorporate being physically active, physically fit into your lifestyle. It's been proven, it definitely helps,
Absolutely. It helps that levels of discipline as well. Is what I'm kind of summarizing what I'm hearing you say.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It definitely teaches that. It teaches commitment. It teaches discipline. All those areas tied in one.
I love it. Now, I heard you use the term God-fearing. So what about the spiritual development of in terms of coaching a young boy in the area of spiritual development?
We all have those that believe. I'm a believer, and I believe that there's a higher power. And I follow those rules, that guidance that's, that are taught to us from a young age in the Bible. We have to have guidance. When all else fails, when man fails, we have to believe that God is the answer, and He is. And when you have no one else, you always have God. And I always tell my son and those that work for me, prayer works. Prayer works. Whatever you do, my pastor always say you don't have to read the whole Bible, just know one verse, and that'll get you through. And I believe that.
I love it.
You don't got to know the whole Bible, just know one verse, and that'll get you through.
Yes. Or you're constantly meditating on that one. It's feeding you consistently. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Hello, my name is Shamika Smith, and I hope that you have had the opportunity to enjoy our broadcast. I hope that you walked away with nuggets of wisdom, leadership components, and things that you could implement, whether it be in your family or whether it be in your learning environment or your teaching environment or whatever the case may be. Our hope and our prayers that you walked away with something that is very tangible that you can use immediately. If you have enjoyed this broadcast, take a moment and share it with others so that we can continue to spread the word of how we are utilizing the component of empowerment through our broadcast, Teaching Boys and Raising Sons, so that others can be empowered as we all walk in this thing called life together. Also, if you are looking to donate to an organization, please consider us. We are a 501c3 organization, and so all donations are tax deductible. Once again, if you are looking for an opportunity to give in order for us to continue this broadcast, visit our website, also listed below, but also take a moment to just donate or share or let individuals know of the great work that we're doing under our broadcast, Teaching Boys and Raising Sons. We are so honored and privileged that you have taken time out of your day. We know we are all busy. And we are so excited that you have taken time out of your day to come and learn a leadership nugget, a word of wisdom, or something that we hope that will encourage you on your journey. Once again, I am Shamika Smith. I serve as the Executive Director and founder of the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Again, visit our website located at the bottom of your screen, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.